Andy Goldsworthy, OBE, is a British sculptor, photographer and environmentalist producing site-specific sculpture and land art situated in natural and urban settings. He lives and works in Scotland. Early life: the son of F. Alan Goldsworthy, former professor of applied mathematics at the University of Leeds, Andy Goldsworthy was born in Cheshire and grew up on the Harrogate side of Leeds, West Yorkshire, in a house edging the green belt. From the age of 13 he worked on farms as a labourer. He has likened the repetitive quality of farm tasks to the routine of making sculpture. "A lot of my work is like picking potatoes. You have to get into the rhythm of it." Goldsworthy studied fine art at Bradford College of Art and at Preston Polytechnic in Preston, Lancashire, receiving his Bachelor of Arts degree from the latter. Career: after leaving college, Goldsworthy lived in Yorkshire, Lancashire and Cumbria. In 1985, he moved to Langholm in Dumfries and Galloway, Dumfriesshire, Scotland, and a year later to Penpont. It has been said that his gradual drift northwards was due to a way of life over which he did not have complete control, but that contributing factors were opportunities and desires to work in these areas and reasons of economy. In 1993, he received an honorary degree from the University of Bradford. He is currently an A.D. White Professor at Large at Cornell University. Andy Goldsworthy is the subject of a 2001 documentary feature film called Rivers and Tides, directed by Thomas Riedel-Scheimer. Photography plays a crucial role in his art due to its often ephemeral and transient state. According to Goldsworthy, each work grows, stays, decays integral parts of a cycle which the photograph shows at its heights, marking the moment when the work is most alive. There is an intensity about a work at its peak that I hope is expressed in the image. Process and decay are implicit. Goldsworthy produced a commissioned work for the entry courtyard of San Francisco's De Young Museum called Drawn Stone, which echoes San Francisco's frequent earthquakes and their effects. His installation included a giant crack in the pavement that broke off into smaller cracks, and broken limestone, which could be used for benches. The smaller cracks were made with a hammer, adding unpredictability to the work as he created it. Art process: the materials used in Andy Goldsworthy's art often include brightly colored flowers, icicles, leaves, mud, pinnacles, snow, stone, twigs, and thorns. He has been quoted as saying, "I think it's incredibly brave to be working with flowers and leaves and petals. But I have to. I can't edit the materials I work with. My remit is to work with nature as a whole." Goldsworthy is generally considered the founder of modern rock balancing. For his ephemeral works, Goldsworthy often uses only his bare hands, teeth, and found tools to prepare and arrange the materials. However, for his permanent sculptures like Roof, Stone River, and Three Cairns, Moonlit Path, and Chalk Stones in the South Downs, near West Dean, West Sussex, he has also employed the use of machine tools. To create Roof, Goldsworthy worked with his assistant and 5 British dry stone wallers, who were used to make sure the structure could withstand time and nature. Personal life: in 1982, Goldsworthy married Judith Gregson. They had 4 children and settled in the village of Penpont in the region of Dumfries and Galloway, Dumfriesshire, in southwest Scotland. The couple later separated. He now lives there with his partner, Tina Fisk, an art historian whom he met when she came to work with him a few years after he separated from his wife. Awards: 1979 a Euro Northwest Arts Award, 1980 a Euro Yorkshire Arts Award, 1981 a Euro Northern Arts Award, 1982 a Euro Northern Arts Award, 1986 a Euro Northern Arts Bursary, 1987 a Euro Scottish Arts Council Award, 1989 a Euro Northern Electricity Arts Award, 2000 a Euro Appointed Officer of the Order of the British Empire. Exhibitions and installations, publications, photo works by Andy Goldsworthy. Rain, sun, snow, hail, mist, calmer photo works by Andy Goldsworthy. Leeds, Henry Moore Centre for the Study of Sculpture. ISBN A0-901981-24-9 Andy Goldsworthy. Parkland. Yorkshire Sculpture Park. ISBN A1-871480-00-0, Andy Goldsworthy. Touching North. London, Fabian Carlson. ISBN A0-948274-06-9, Andy Goldsworthy. Leaves. London, Common Ground. ISBN A1-870364-07-4, Andy Goldsworth. Andy Goldsworthy. London, Viking. ISBN A0-670-83213-8, republished as Andy Goldsworthy. Andy Goldsworthy, a collaboration with Nature. New York, New York H. N. Abrams. ISBN A0-8109-3351-9, Andy Goldsworthy. Ice and Snow Drawings in 1990 Euro 1992. Edinburgh, Fruit Market Gallery. ISBN A0-947912-06-1, Goldsworthy, Andy. Friedman, Terry. Hand to Earther Andy Goldsworthy Sculpture, 1976 Euro 1990. New York, New York H. N. Abrams. ISBN A0-8109-3420-5, Andy Goldsworthy. Stone. London, Viking. ISBN A0-670-85478-6, text and photographs by Andy Goldsworthy. Black Stones, Red Pool, Sir Dumfriesshire Winter 1994 Euro 5. London, Pro Art Foundation in association with Michael Hugh Williams Fine Art Limited and Gallery Lelong, NY. ISBN A0-9525457-0-5, Goldsworthy, Andy. Chettle, Steve. Nesbitt, Paul. Humphreys, Andrew. Sheepfolds. London, Michael Hugh Williams Fine Art Limited, Andy Goldsworthy. Introduction by Terry Friedman. Wood. London, Viking. ISBN A0-670-87137-0, Craig, Andy. Arch. London, Thames and Hudson. ISBN A0-500-01933-9, Andy Goldsworthy. Chronology by Terry Friedman. Time. London, Thames and Hudson. ISBN A0-500-51026-1, Goldsworthy, Andy. Thompson, Jerry L. Storm King Art Centre. Wallet Storm King. London, Thames and Hudson. ISBN A0-500-01991-6, Andy Goldsworthy. Introduction by Judith Collins Midsummer Snowballs. London, Thames and Hudson. ISBN A0-500-51065-2, Andy Goldsworthy. Andy Goldsworthy, Refuges d'Art. Lyon. Dine, France, Editions Alpha. Musée Copyright d'Art Copyright Partemental de Dine. ISBN A2-84845-001-0, Andy Goldsworthy. Passage. London, Thames and Hudson. ISBN A0-500-51191-8, Andy Goldsworthy. Enclosure. London, Thames and Hudson. ISBN A0-500-09336-9, see also, Environmental Art, Environmental Sculpture, greenmuseum.org, Land Art, Rock Balancing, Notes. References, Adams, Tim. Natural Talent. London, The Observer, Biography of Andy Goldsworthy at the Cass Sculpture Foundation, Biography of Andy Goldsworthy at the National Gallery of Art, Washington, D.C., Sook, Alistair. He's Got the Whole World in His Hands. London, The Daily Telegraph, further information, articles, Beist, Stefan. Andy Goldsworthy, The Beauty of Creation. Archived from the original on June 25, 2007. Retrieved June 24, 2007. Moore, Robbie. Goldsworthy in Stone. Specifier Magazine. Archived from the original on September 6, 2007. Retrieved June 24, 2007. Books, Malpers, William. Andy Goldsworthy, Touching Nature. Kidderminster, Crescent Moon. ISBN A1-86171-049-6. Malpers, William. The Art of Andy Goldsworthy. Kidderminster, Crescent Moon. ISBN A1-86171-032-1. Malpers, William. Andy Goldsworthy in Close-Up. Maidstone, Kent, Crescent Moon. ISBN A1-86171-050-X. Malpers, William. Andy Goldsworthy, Pocket Guide. Maidstone, Kent, Crescent Moon. ISBN A978-86171-241-7. Film/documentary, Rivers and Tides documentary, external links, General, Andy Goldsworthy at the Cass Sculpture Foundation, Andy Goldsworthy at ArtNet, Andy Goldsworthy's 1980s work with Common Ground, a UK charity and lobby group promoting local distinctiveness, Andy Goldsworthy working on Drawn Stone on KQED's TV programme Spark, Andy Goldsworthy on Artcyclopedia, Art, online preview of the Andy Goldsworthy Digital Catalogue DVD Volume 1, 1976–1986. A collaborative effort involving Goldsworthy, the Crichton Foundation, and the University of Glasgow's Crichton Campus and Humanities Advanced Technology and Information Institute. The DVD documents, visually and textually, the first 10 years of Goldsworthy's ephemeral outdoor practice. It replicates Goldsworthy's slide cabinet index, and includes previously unpublished material from Goldsworthy's sketchbook diaries. Wet feathers wrapped around a stone before the incoming tide, Carrick. Photograph from the collection of the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art. Snowballs in Summer, photographed in Charterhouse Square and Smithfield Markets in Smithfield, London, UK. Photographs from the Conway Collection, Courtauld Institute of Art, London. 3 Kens, Des Moines Art Center, Des Moines, Iowa, US. Photographs by Andy Goldsworthy in the UK Government Art Collection. Photographs of Andy Goldsworthy's sculptures at FLICKR, Andy Goldsworthy's portfolio at the Cass Sculpture Foundation, SaveLandArt.org. Euromedia initiatives to protect land art from urbanisation, industry and overcuration. Natural Art. Richard Long, Andy Goldsworthy, Jake Tilicki. Bipedia Press 2010.